Do you ever just want to get married just for the attention, the wedding dress, the flowers, the gifts, everything but the actual marriage? Because I do. That's like low-key, not even low-key, high-key a dream of mine. But today we're talking about weddings. We're talking about wedding talk. We're talking about brides. Recently, I came across this bride, or like an up-and-coming bride, who posted her story about how she got scammed by a wedding dress maker. Is that what they're called? Is it a wedding dress? It's not a wedding dress maker. She's just a designer, I'm guessing. And there's been a lot of drama surrounding that. And today we're going to get into that. But before we get into that, hi guys, I'm back. I'm sorry, I haven't posted a YouTube video in such a long time. And I don't really have an excuse. I'm not gonna lie, I've just been busy with work. That's it. There's really nothing else that I can say. And I'm sorry about that. But from now on, I know I've said this like a billion times. I always say I'm gonna lock in and I'm gonna post every week. I swear to God, I actually am gonna do it. And if I don't, I give you guys permission to stalk me on TikTok, Instagram. It's all linked in my bio. And just to like shame me. You could just be like, you lazy, pathetic loser, bum. What is wrong with you? Why are you not posting on YouTube? Like, you bully me. I give you permission to do that. If I don't post every week, I give you permission to bully me. But if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get into the video. The story starts in November of 2025. We have our bride-to-be, Alexander. Alexander is looking for a wedding dress because she's getting married in August of 2026. And she starts looking around. She's going to all these wedding dress shops and she can't find anything. She's like, all these dresses are ugly. They're hideous. They're not really my vibe. She's looking and looking and looking and she can't find the perfect dress. And she thinks to herself, I think I'm gonna get a custom-made wedding dress. Now, if you don't know what a custom-made wedding dress is, it's basically exactly what it sounds like. It's a custom-made wedding dress. It's made specifically for you. It's tailored for you. It's expensive. It's bougie. It's fancy. It's not for like people like me and you. Actually, I don't know if you guys have had a custom wedding dress. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume that you can't afford one. But for me personally, I don't think I could actually afford a custom wedding dress in this financial situation that I'm in my life right now. It's on the pricier side, right? Because everything is tailored to you. They make it for you. It's one of one. It's never been made before, right? And that's what makes it special. And she does the math and she thinks to herself, okay, you know what? I think I can actually afford a custom-made wedding dress and I'm gonna find a designer. So she starts looking around, she looks at different designers and she found the perfect designer. And her name is Kim. And Kim is based in New York, which is perfect for Alexander because she's also based in New York, right? She's like, this is amazing. Like, I found a wedding dress designer who's gonna make a custom wedding dress for me based in New York. Everything is working itself out for her. So Alexander gets in contact with Kim and she has the first consultation with her. And they get on a Zoom call and this costs her $120, which is pretty fucking crazy. Like $120 for the first consultation. I feel like that should have been the first red flag. I'm sorry, that's crazy. Well, $120 for a Zoom consultation? Not even like a face-to-face, a Zoom? They get right into it. She shows her the inspiration. She's like, this is what I'm looking for. Can you make it happen? Kim says, yeah, girl, of course I can make it happen. And Alexandra thinks to herself, oh my God, perfect. Like I found the perfect wedding dress designer for me. And she just goes about her life. And now we're in November of 2025, which is when they're going to have the first official face-to-face meeting. And this is when they go over the prototype, right? So if you don't know what a prototype is, it's kind of like the first draft of the wedding dress. It's like when you're writing an essay, you kind of have like a first draft that's kind of like a rough draft, right? You don't know exactly where everything's gonna be, but it's kind of like, yeah, like this is the vision, right? You know what I mean? Like it's not perfect, but we can start here. And this is the prototype dress. Alexandra is obviously not fully happy with this because it's a prototype, right? It's the first draft. She's like, okay, you can change this. We can make some edits. But other than that, she's pretty happy with it. She's like, yeah, girl, like I trust you. You're gonna make it happen. Now, mind you, this is November of 2025. Right? The next time that they meet is March of 2026, like a few months ago, March of 2026. And that's when they were going to have the first official fitting with the actual dress and like the materials. You know what I mean? Like it's not a first draft anymore. Now it's like a second draft, right? So things are supposed to be looking not 100% perfect, but at least closer to the vision. Because the prototype didn't actually use the fabric that they were going to use for the dress, this is the first time that she sees the fabric that they're using. And this is the picture that she gets at the fitting. And Alexandra is like, wait a minute. It's like, wait a minute, something is off, right? You know what's the funniest thing about this is when I'm looking at this dress, like from the prototype, right, to this, I'm like, what went wrong? Like everything, like I swear to God, this looks like a completely new dress to me. I know the material used in the prototype wasn't supposed to be the actual material, but it looks so good. I'm looking at the first like draft and I'm like, this is amazing. Like this is actually perfect. Like I would have loved this. But then to go to the actual dress, I'm like, what is going on? Everything just feels droopy. Everything just, the material, why is it like a silk material? Hideous. I'm sorry, I don't like this. Kim, you're losing me, girl. I'm trying to defend you. I'm trying to be on your side, but what is this? This is the back of the dress. She's clipped in, mind you, which is whatever. Like it's the first official like fitting. Well, technically second, because the other one was the prototype. If we're counting, this is the second fitting. She's still clipped into it. But I think like if you add everything else, including the material and how the dress looks completely different, I see why Alexandra was a bit like, girl, what the fuck? Like what's going on? And obviously Alexandra is freaking out because she's like, girl, like this looks nothing like the prototype. First of all, it doesn't fit me, right? Like the fabric is completely different. I don't like this fabric. It's like everything that you could think could go wrong kind of went wrong. And she's like, what's happening? What's happening, girl? But Kim is like, girl, don't worry. I got you. Don't stress this. Like, it's fine, girl. We can fix this. Don't worry. Spoiler, she should have been worried. She should have run. This is the part where I would have actually just been like, you know what? I think I'm good. Now, even though Kim said, girl, don't worry. Like, I got you. Like, you have nothing to stress about. Alexandra is obviously like, girl, this is my wedding dress. Like, this is a once in a lifetime type of thing. Like, what the fuck? So she sends her an email and she's like, girl, like, I'm a bit worried. Like, are you sure? Like, cause it's only supposed to be 3 fittings, mind you. This is the second one. Right? They already had the prototype. This is the second one. It's only supposed to be 3 fittings. This is what the dress looks like currently. And she only has 1 fitting left. And she's like, girl, like, can we add another fitting? Right? Because this is March of 2026. She's like, can we have another one in like May before we go to the final fitting? Kim is like, girl, don't worry. I got you. Let's do that. Let's have another fitting. Now it's May of 2026. This is the 3rd fitting, the extra one, mind you, because there was only supposed to be 3, right? But now it's 4, and this is the 3rd fitting. Alexandra walks in, and this is the dress that she gets. So this is what the dress looks like. I don't know why this is killing me, because why does every dress look so different? This is the 3rd fitting, or actually, let's just say the 3rd dress, because it actually feels like she's just pulling out random dresses. Because this is a completely new dress now. And now Alexandra is even more worried because she's like, girl, what's going on? What's happening? And she's still clipped in, right? I think this is the worst part. She said the prototype dress was the closest one. That one actually fit her way better. But every time she comes in, the dress doesn't fit. She's completely clipped in, right? And now they added like this extra, like a padding thing on the boob area, which is completely noticeable. Like it's completely noticeable. It's like scrunching. Yeah, this is a mess. Also remember, this is a custom made wedding dress. So it's very, very expensive. And she's already made 3 out of the 4 payments. And again, it's 3 months until the wedding now, 3-4 months, because it's May of 2026. This is the extra fitting. And this is a brand new dress that doesn't fit her. It's not what she wanted, right? So now she's actually full on panicking. She's like, girl, what the fuck? Like, what are we going to do now? Now, after this fitting, Alexandra's like, you know what? Fuck this. Like, I need to actually be firm with this girl. Like, I don't know what's not clicking, right? Girl, like, it's my wedding dress. How are you not getting that? She sends another firm email saying, I need this and this and this and this done. And I need another extra fitting because clearly you're just not getting it. For some reason, like, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, you're playing games with me, bitch. It's my wedding. It's my wedding. This only happens, or it's supposed to happen only once, right? But then after she sends the email, she starts thinking, you know what? I actually don't think she can do it. Right? So she asked around, she asked her friends and family. She's like, guys, do you think she can do this? Everyone says, obviously not. At least she had people with common sense in her life. They were like, no, girl, like, what the fuck? Like, what? No, she's not going to do it. She sends an email finally and says, I don't want this dress. Like, you can keep the dress. I don't want it, but I want a partial refund, right? Because clearly it looks like you're not going to be able to make the dress. And you know what Kim says? No, bitch. She said, you're not going to get the money. So Alexandra says, okay, fine. If you don't want to give me the refund and you're insisting that you can make this wedding dress, I'm going to come in for the final fitting, which is in June of 2026. And this is what the dress looked like from the final fitting of June 2026. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't even know what to say. Like this, again, this is a brand new dress that she randomly, I don't know where she's getting these dresses from. This is another brand new dress that she has. Still not fitting her, because this is what the back of the dress looks like. Now, mind you, this is June of 2026. The wedding is in August. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like at this point in the story, a part of me was thinking, okay, Kim is actually gonna come through. Like, there's no way she's gonna fuck up this badly. This is fitting number 4. But when I saw the back of the dress, I was like, yeah. She played. So after this fitting, Kim tells Alexandra, like, let's go into my office. We need to have a conversation. And she basically is like, yeah, so you've made 3 out of the 4 payments. Yeah, when are you gonna make the last payment? And Alexandra looks at her and says, when I approve of the dress. Like, the dress is clearly not done. And Kim is like, okay, sure, you could do that. Bro, I feel like at this point, the fact that she had the audacity to ask her about the money, I would have jumped her. I would have jumped her. I'm like, bitch, you literally ruined my wedding. You have the audacity to say you've made 3 out of the 4 payments. When are you gonna make the last payment? When the dress looks like this? Oh my God. Oh my God. So then after this, 4 days later, Alexandra gets a message saying your dress is ready for pickup. And she's like, what? What do you mean the dress is ready for pickup? So she sends an email, obviously saying like, how is the dress ready 4 days later when since November, it's been months, right? We're in June of 2026. Since November of 2025, you guys have been struggling to make this dress and everything that I asked for was not met. And now suddenly 4 days later, like the dress, like how is that possible? And Kim, for some reason, responds with like some chat GPT email that it was just not making sense. And Alexandra was like, girl, no, like she was standing on business. She was like, explain to me, how is the dress ready? And then Kim sends her the same email again. She copied and pasted the same email, sends it to her again. And this is the part where Alexandra was like, no, I've had enough. No, bitch, I don't want this fucking dress. Fuck you, bitch. Keep the dress. I don't want to work with you anymore. She didn't really say it exactly like that, but that's basically how that went. And then we come to July of 2026, where Alexandra decides to share her story on TikTok, right? She tells the whole story on TikTok with receipts and pictures and emails and everything that happened. But she decided to not snitch on Kim, right? She even gave her a fake name, Kim, because that's not actually her name. She tells the story goes completely viral, still has not exposed Kim, right? Not expose her identity. She's being the bigger person, because the way I would have snitched, I would have put up the link to her website, the Instagram. I would have done everything. She does none of that. Classy, doesn't say her name, just tells her story and says, guys, it doesn't matter because now she has a new wedding dress. She has nothing to worry about. For some reason, Kim decides to snitch on herself, because I think people kind of put 2 and 2 together. Like, people are not dumb, right? She basically said, this is a designer that works with a lot of influencers, celebrities based in New York. You know what I mean? Like, there's not that many, I'm guessing. Some people connected the dots and they found out who it is, but still, like, deny. That's what I would have done. If that was me and my business, the way I would have denied that, I would have been like, that was never me, bitch. It was never me, right? Because I would never want to be associated with this. But for some reason, Kim decided to make a TikTok video addressing the situation. She tried to do this weird thing where she made it seem like she refunded her, like, just out of the goodness of her heart. No, she didn't. She only refunded her after the story went viral. That's the only reason she gave her the money. And she started off by saying that, like, I refunded her the money. This is resolved, right? Again, she did not have to snitch on herself. Nobody knew who you were, babe. You could have taken this to your grave and maybe saved your business, but she didn't. And then she said that the reason she was making the video is because she was getting death threats. It's always so funny to me how people always say they're getting death threats. Like, I've been posting online for like 3-4 years now. I have never gotten a death threat. I have never. And even if I did, you know what I would do? I would just go outside and touch some grass. Also, why would people be sending you death threats over a wedding dress? You know what I mean? Like, it just sounds like something you say to kind of gain sympathy. Like, every time, I'm not saying she's lying. I don't know if she actually got death threats. Wouldn't know. But every time somebody says, I have gotten death threats, I'm like, did you though? Also, even if you did, like, okay, just fucking close the laptop. Like, just log out of your TikTok account maybe. And that's where it all ended. Also, her name is not Kim, it's Kate, which, by the way, I see what she did there. Kim and Kate, pretty close. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably how people found out that it was actually Kate. And her business is called Undone by Kate, which is pretty ironic because everything that she did was undone. Nothing was ever finished. And it ended up not being done anyways. And also, I feel like the whole wedding industry, when it's such a scam. Every time I see anything wedding related, oh my God, I just feel like people are always getting scammed. And that's how it all ended. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Who do you think is in the right? Do you think Kim is in the right, or do you think Alexandra is in the right? A lot of people were actually saying that Alexandra was in the wrong because she should have left. But I think that's actually victim blaming, right? I don't think that's her fault. Like, yeah, obviously she should have left earlier on. But I'm sorry, this is a custom made wedding dress. She's paid thousands of dollars. Thousands, bro. Think about that. So why would she not think that this designer was going to come through, right? Why would you not? And this is a celebrity and influencer designer, mind you. I'm not saying that changes anything, but low-key, shouldn't that give you more credibility if you're designing dresses for celebrities, A-listers? Shouldn't that make it seem like you actually know your shit? Because these people have high standards, but I could be wrong. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.